Let us get into immunity. Immunity basically refers to the process by which a host organism protects itself from attack by an external or internal agent. So we need to have that definition down. Immunity also confers protection from non self and abnormal self element, which are controlled at different levels. So the body function based on a hierarchy system and different lines of defense. So you have your primary line of defense, you have your secondary line of defense, and you have your tertiary line of defense. So we have our skin, which is basically what we consider our primary line of defense. Then we have our different membranes. We have the villi in our nostrils, and all of this, which is a secondary line of defense. And we also have our antibodies that are inside of us, which is another line of defense. So the response and elimination of organisms and unwanted cell is accomplished through the cellular, which includes cells, or the humoral mechanisms. The cellular defense mechanism is mediated by, guess which cells? The T cells. We have the macrophages, and these function in eliminating. Actually, let's think about it again. For the cellular immunity, we're going to have our T cells, yes. We're going to have our macrophages. We're going to have our dendritic cells, which functions to eliminate the viruses, the bacteria, the cancer cells, and other cellular pathogen. Then for the humoral mechanisms, this is comprised of the B cells and its specific antibodies, along with complement components that are produced in the plasma, the saliva, and bodily secretion. So, for the cellular, we have the T cells, and for the humoral, we have the B cells. All right. So, even though both the B cells and T cells work together in the immunity process, the T cell is for the cellular, and the B cell are usually found in the humoral immunity processes and mechanisms. So just bear those differences in mind so that we can differentiate as is needed. So the humoral mechanism is comprised of the B cells and are specific antibodies that produce along with complements components that are produced in the plasma, the saliva, and bodily secretion. So our bodily secretion have our DNA, yes, but it also has our immunity or our immune cascades already pre-packaged just for adventure. There is an attack. So we have to be mindful of how the body works and how the body operates. So these things are can be taken into consideration when we're thinking about how is it that we are going to defend against a particular pathogen. As we move further down the lineage, as we try to ensure that our body is maintaining homeostasis, it is functioning efficiently and effectively, we have to have our antibodies in place. We have to have our immunoglobulins having specific roles and responsibility, especially when it comes on to transfusion medicine, because antigen present on transfused cell may cause a reaction in the receiving patient or the recipient patient, and this can complicate the therapy process because you know that giving blood or blood products in transfusion medicine The idea is for a therapeutic process. If the hemoglobin is low, you want to give these products to only increase the hemoglobin if that is your objective. You don't want to give the products to increase the hemoglobin or to cause